Greetings and a warm welcome to this week's edition of 401k Real Talk. This is Fred Barstein, contributing editor at wealthmanagement.com's RPA Omnichannel and CEO at Trout, TPSU, and 401k TV. I review all of this week's stories and select the most important and interesting ones, providing open, honest, and candid discussion you will not get anywhere else. So let's get real. First story, undercutting Trump's claim of a booming economy. The August employment numbers fell to just 22,000 new jobs after a disastrous July and downward revisions of May and June, leading to his firing of the BLS's commissioner, claiming that the numbers were rigged to make him look bad. Unemployment rates reached a 4-year high, and revised June numbers showed a loss of 13,000 jobs, the first since 2020. The administration's tariffs, immigration policies, and government cuts have led to the weak job market, with employers reluctant to hire during uncertain times, with costs spiking and expected to surge as more tariffs take effect. As a result, employers are cutting back on healthcare spending, less concerned about recruiting, asking their HR and benefits staff to do more with less, all of which could result in more focus on retirement plans, which requires less spending, though organizations will be looking to outsource more of the work, continuing to focus on retention of high-value workers. Next story. After selling NFP to Aon for $13.4 billion just last year, PE firm Madison Dearborn is buying back the wealth and retirement divisions, with Aon focused on risk and human capital services. Though not specified, it is believed that NFP retirement is included in the $2.7 billion buyback, which includes $60 billion AUM from wealth divisions and $500 billion AUA, likely from Fiduciant and NFP retirement, all of which yielded $127 million in EBITDA. So while other firms are racing to convergence of wealth, retirement, and benefits at the workplace, not Aon, who continues to be a big player in the institutional retirement market even after the divestiture. Dating back to the spinoff of RPAG and FlexPath from NFP, in 2023, the lift out of what is now Great Gray from M&T Bank last year, and the subsequent sale of RPAG to Great Gray with just a minority interest in FlexPath, Madison Dearborn has created a very interesting and powerful, if not conflicted, entity, which now includes retirement, wealth, and CITs. Next story, Gusto has acquired Guideline for an undisclosed amount, validating the fintech business model as new plan formation explodes with payroll providers, critical players. Though Gusto was the major supplier of Guideline plans, they accounted for only about half, leading to questions about how other payroll partners will feel about their clients being serviced by a competitor. More to come as the industry prepares for the tsunami of new plan formation. Next story. The 11th annual Wealthies Award Dinner concluded last week, celebrating providers that support financial advisors. RPA providers recognized that the Wealthies included Financial Finesse, Nestimate, Nuveen, Paychex, Raymond James, and Vestwell. Congratulations to all the winners, and thanks to wealthmanagement.com for recognizing RPA leaders and the momentum behind the convergence of wealth and retirement at the workplace. Next story. Speaking about convergence, Manulife John Hancock announced a partnership with Pantera to allow advisors to manage their clients' held away accounts, becoming the first major record keeper to formalize a relationship with Pantera. At the same time, Pantera is still banned in Boston by Fidelity, with some speculating that the record keeper wants to manage those accounts themselves and are less concerned about cybersecurity. As convergence heats up, so will the competition between advisors and record keepers, with those that really want to support advisors like Hancock, allowing them to manage clients' accounts on their platform. Finally, the major themes discussed at the 7th annual RPA Broker-Dealer Roundtable hosted by Broadridge before the Wealthies this past week included convergence and the explosion of new plan formation, leading to thorny issues like how to handle data, competition between record keepers and advisors, and how to engage participants and wealth advisors. Read my recent wealthmanagement.com/RPA column about what senior leaders at the most important and influential broker-dealers had to say, revealing what the future may hold, which still has more questions than answers. So those were the most important stories from the past week. I listed a few others I thought were worth reading, covering Empower and Vanguard dinged by the SEC on managed account disclosures. I joined partners with a firm that helps participants transfer and consolidate DC accounts. Goldman Sachs buys a stake in T. Rowe Price to boost their alternative investment strategies. In wake of Empower's lawsuits, how should plan sponsors monitor record-keeping marketing to participants, and the case for including retirement benefits and total compensation statements? Please let me know if I missed anything or if you'd like to comment. Otherwise, I look forward to speaking to you next week on 401k Real Talk.